The question arises how we can help our students, in terms of understanding the skills of extensive reading. So the answer in this regard is we can develop skills by setting up and by encouraging and monitoring large quantities of texts which are given to the students. As you may have noticed in my previous module, I shed light on the significance of graded readers for language teaching, specifically in the area of extensive reading. So extensive reading is just part of the overall language learning program. Just bear in mind, like when we are teaching extensive reading, we need to also give equal significance or place to intensive reading. So anyway, in order to develop extensive reading, we need to ensure, as being language teachers, how to set, encourage, monitor large quantities of input to the students. So let's have a look at, so like in this regard, it's important. We've got the observation made by Nishan and Wang, 1999, that learners need to read, many books for high frequency words, for the control of high frequency words. By high frequency words, I mean the words that take place, which are less unknown to the students, which they find quite frequent, which they find quite, related. Okay. So, and what's the formula of introducing students to graded readers, let's say? So we can expose our students, we can give level 1 to our readers in the first week, and then we can monitor how the students are going actually. Are they going well with the level 1 or not? What are the difficulties? Do they have problems in reading faster or reading for comprehension purposes? So we as teachers can monitor this one. So in the second week, we can expose them to the level 2. So this is how it's quite systematic and step-by-step process. So it's important to bear in mind that in an extensive reading program, the main emphasis should be given to the reading activities, both inside and outside the classroom. If we don't give, a lot of emphasis, students may be less motivated, or they. So there is of course, there is no need for comprehension tests, because comprehension tests are part of intensive reading. But we can pose some general questions: how the text was it interesting? What aspect? Which part of the text appealed to the? We can come up with general questions, but we not specifically comprehension questions. They normally come in intensive reading program. So we can encourage our students to record their opinions about the specific text which they have read, or the volume of the graded readers which they have. The Oxford Bookworms series. So they might give some oral reports where they can discuss how the text was. So there are several procedures by which we can develop the interest of our students about graded readers. First of all, we can have discussion groups. By discussion groups, I mean where 5 students, let's say a group of 5 people, they are reading same text, and they come up together after a week and have discussion how the text was. And secondly, we can ask them to vote for the best. It's just to maintain their interest regarding about the text which they are reading. And there could be some rewards for the learners for doing well for their reading. So we can also arrange some posters where we can display books in an attractive manner, and which will help arouse students' interests So this is how setting up large quantities of reading for extensive reading purposes, we need to ensure that we are there as language teachers. We encourage, we monitor our students, and we give them feedback which is comprehensible.